And the new Congress Working Committee list is out. Sachin Pilot, Sachin Tharoor have found a place in the list, and in fact all the Gandhis as well. So we are getting this breaking news right now that the much awaited Congress Working Committee list is now out, and Sachin Pilot, Sachin Tharoor and all the Gandhis have found a place in the list. We are getting you this breaking information that the much awaited Congress Working Committee list is now out. And remember, it is the list after Mallikarjun Kharge took over as the party president. Now finally the Congress Working Committee list is out, and Sachin Pilot, Sachin Tharoor and all the Gandhis have found a place in that list. We are being joined by our senior editor Pallavi Ghosh on this story. Pallavi, could you give us more details about this much awaited Congress Working Committee list?
So first of all, the Congress Working Committee is the topmost body of the party, where all the big decisions of the party are actually taken by it. And it's also considered to be arms and the legs of everything of the Congress president. But the power equations in the party becomes very clear by who is actually a member of the Congress Working Committee. There are not too many sweeping changes. More or less, most of them who were there in the previous CWC have also found a way into this one. But there are two important points, of course, but naturally all the three Gandhis are very much a part of it, just as the former Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh is. But the two important notable inclusions, I would say, the high-profile ones is, of course, Sachin Tharoor, who had contested in elections against Mallikarjun Kharge for the top post. There was a sense which many those who were close to him had complained of, that he was kind of being targeted or he was being sidelined because he actually contested the elections. Clearly, the top leadership does not see it like that, and they've given him a very important position in the CWC. The other notable inclusion is that of Sachin Pilot. Now that becomes important because very clear messaging that Sachin Pilot matters and the party doesn't want him to leave. And the party also wants to give him an important role. Remember, all his demands vis-a-vis the Rajasthan government have been accepted. There were three main key demands. Party also making it clear that they are not going to go for elections with any CM face. So an attempt being made to placate Sachin Pilot while also giving an important place for him as far as the topmost body is concerned.
So Pallavi, as you mentioned that Sachin Pilot's demands were met, and in fact after Sachin Pilot was dropped from the star campaigners list during the Karnataka elections, now adding him to the Congress Working Committee list, will that result in reducing the unhappiness that the reports claim that Sachin Pilot was reportedly unhappy in the party? Can this reduce that?
I think more than that, the messages which is going out to the Gehlot camp that, it is not going to be either or, both of them equally matter. And the party has been reiterating the point that we need both Ashok Gehlot because of his seniority and because, he has a mass appeal, as well as Sachin Pilot, who is young, but he also is an important person as far as Rajasthan Congress or Rajasthan politics is concerned. But at the same time, when you include him into a topmost body, you're also sending out a message to the party cadre that the party doesn't want to get rid of him. And I think it's a very clear-cut messaging to the Pilot camp that he is important. Also, more importantly, to the Gehlot camp that Sachin Pilot, minus Sachin Pilot, the Rajasthan politics will not be complete as far as the Congress goes.
Right. All right, Pallavi, please stay with us. We also have Shireen joining us on this story. Shireen, so could you tell our viewers what is the significance of the Congress Working Committee, and what will be the message and what will be the role of Sachin Tharoor and Sachin Pilot now being a part of the committee?
Well, this is a very crucial, the Congress Working Committee is in fact the working group that in fact goes on to plan the strategies and what is the organizational functioning that needs to be done on ground as far as the Congress party is concerned. Now, with election year ahead, with 2024 Lok Sabha elections and also 5 state elections which are due for elections, this is the new list of the CWC which is out, and this is going to be very crucial because the new CWC list is in fact seeing a number of names which were not part of the team earlier. We are seeing Sachin Tharoor has in fact made it to the list, apart from Sachin Pilot that we have been talking about, that he has in fact found his place as far as the Delhi politics is concerned. Apart from that, so far Priyanka Gandhi was part of CWC, but that was on the virtue of being the AICC General Secretary, the General Secretary of the state Uttar Pradesh. But this time she has been included as the CWC member. So all three Gandhis are part of it. Apart from that, by default, the General Secretaries of each state are part of the CWC. So that includes Gaurav Gogoi, Nasir Hussain, who are in fact part of it. So this is the new CWC, and in what the sources have in fact been telling us, this list was supposed to be out. The moment it is out, in a week or 2 weeks time, the CWC will in fact be meeting, and some major steps as far as the reorganization of Congress party and what are the strategies for the Lok Sabha elections will be out any time now. The meeting will be as soon as possible. The meeting will in fact be called as far as CWC is concerned.
All right, Shireen, please stay with us. Pallavi, coming back to you. So are there any other key additions in the list?
Yeah. To add on to Shireen, I think the importance of the CWC lies, and this is what I was talking about. It essentially goes on to reveal the power equations within the Congress party. I wouldn't find K.C. Venugopal's inclusion, Manikam Tagore. These are not very surprise inclusions. They have been the important members of the party and general secretary in charges. Charanjit Singh Channi, who many thought was out in the cold, he also finds a kind of a presence as far as the Congress working committee is concerned. Dalit leader, also from Punjab. Both these factors really matter for the Congress party. So whenever you form the CWC, you not only keep in mind the power equation, but you also keep in mind things like the caste factor, the state you're coming in from, the poll-bound states. Those factors are also very much including, Dipinder Hooda, who was there in the CWC earlier, is there. We know Haryana becomes an important area. Dipinder Hooda, of course, is considered to be close to the Gandhis, works very closely with Priyanka Gandhi Vadra when she was traveling to UP and so on and so forth. So the Congress Working Committee's biggest challenge at this point of time is to essentially come out with a formula to ensure that it emerges as an alternative to the BJP, and second, it doesn't get submerged in this entire idea of a united opposition. Its own identity, its own credibility as an organization, that becomes important. And I think the first test of the CWC will be the team Kharge and what kind of a performance they're able to come up with during the upcoming state elections.
Absolutely, Pallavi. So this the committee becomes even more significant given the upcoming assembly polls as well as the Lok Sabha polls in 2024.
Oh yes, absolutely. Lok Sabha. I think the biggest challenge that the Congress party faces at this point of time is to ensure that it doesn't get eaten up by the other regional parties which are coming up. Despite the fact that we are talking about a united opposition, you have a difference of opinion clearly and a clash coming up as far as, say, TMC versus Congress is concerned, NAP versus Congress is concerned. How much can the Congress party really compromise when it comes to the whole idea of a united opposition? It remains a truly national party, a pan-India presence. And in that sense, the Congress feels that it can be the only alternative to the BJP. Unlike, say, a TMC or AAP, the Congress cadre is visible in many other more states. And in some, I would say in a large number of states, Anjali, there is a straight one-on-one Congress versus BJP fight, at least in the upcoming state elections, whether it's Rajasthan, Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh. Also, how does it face the challenge of regional powers like the BRS, the YSR, all of them coming as an alternative down south? So these are going to be the biggest challenges which Kharge's team will really have to face. One test was passed in a sense, that was in Karnataka. I think the other state elections are the other important step that they need to cross. But more importantly, when the ticket distribution begins, how is it that the Congress is able to ensure that its cadre doesn't feel demoralized and doesn't get the impression that the Congress was ready to cede space in the name of opposition unity?
Right, Pallavi. Please stay with us. We are being joined by my colleague Sakshi Latoria from the newsroom, who's going to tell us more about the new CWC list.
Yeah. Anjali, as we were talking to our viewers about the list that has just come up, it has been issued by Congress President Shri Mallikarjun. It has been mentioned in the press release as well. Let's walk our viewers through all the key names that have been mentioned in the list. Number one is Shri Mallikarjun Kharge himself. Then Srimati Sonia Gandhi is at number 2, as you can see. Then Dr. Manmohan Singh. So we are walking all our viewers to the key names that have been mentioned in this list. Rahul Gandhi is also there, as you can see. Adhir Ranjan Chowdhury is there. On number 10, you can see Chidambaram as well, and there are some key names. On number 18, you can see Priyanka Gandhi Vadra is also there on number 18. Then Salman Khurshid is at number 25. So these are some of the key names among the 30 names that have been issued in list number 1 by Congress President Shri Mallikarjun Kharge, as we were talking about that. So these are the crucial names that have been mentioned in the press release and in the list among all those 30 members that have been listed by Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge. As I said, number 1 is Mallikarjun Kharge, Sonia Gandhi, Manmohan Singh, Rahul Gandhi, Adhir Ranjan Chowdhury is also there. On number 9, Digvijay Singh, as you can see here as well. Then there is Priyanka Gandhi Vadra in Priyanka Gandhi Vadra at number 18. Then there is Shashi Tharoor at number 2, as you can see. Then 25, Salman Khurshid is also mentioned there. So these are the key names amongst all those 13 members in the CWC list that has been issued by Mallikarjun Kharge. Apart from that, the second list consists of the General Secretary names, permanent invitees as well, and the in charges. Apart from that, there is a note that has been written at the end of the list that has been issued by Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge, that all independent in charges, heads of frontal organization of the Congress party mentioned above shall be the ex officio members of the Congress Working Committee as permanent and special invitee respectively. And taking you back to the first list, that's the most crucial one, where important names like Mallikarjun Kharge, Sonia Gandhi, Manmohan Singh, Rahul Gandhi, Adhir Ranjan Chowdhury, Chidambaram, Digvijay Singh, Shashi Tharoor, and Jairam Ramesh is also there. Randeep Singh Surjewala, Sachin Pilot at 29 is also there. Anjali, back to you.